My name is Richie Santucci of holisticpersonaltraining.org.
And I'm Michele Claiborne, natural healer from Edible City Gardens.
And today we are
sprouting!
Sprouting! I want to sprout!
Yeah, he does that. Anyway.
So, today we're going to teach you 3 simple steps to sprout your own sprouts. And by the end of this video, you're going to know everything you need to know to have your own little sprouting operation right inside your own kitchen. So, step 1.
We need the ingredients that we need to make the sprouts and the materials. So you can go out and you can buy yourself one of these trays, which is a sprouting trays, which is all very good, but you know, you have to, it's a bit more costly. And you can get yourself a jar that already has its ready lid for draining.
This is a professional sprouting jar right here.
No, you don't need professional. You can get yourself a nice little jar with a wide mouth. That's very important.
Oh, that's pretty.
And that is actually, I think in the Salvation Army, we picked that up for, you know, $1. So this is the way I go. And you know what? It's one of the best. So you need that, but if you're going to use this, you're going to have to make your own top. So we get some mosquito netting and
window screen, as we call it here in the U.S.
Mosquito netting. And then you just need a rubber band. And make sure that you make it and cut it big enough to go over the mouth of the jar, and you have a good rubber band.
It's got a big
Tight.
mouth.
Big mouth.
Just like me.
That's true. Anyway, so here we go. That is what we need for our ingredients, but also we need to have the seeds that we're going to actually be sprouting. What I recommend is lentils. Organic is best, but you know, if you're on a budget, you can always have the dollar store packet of dried lentils, and of course I do always advocate that we do organic, as you know, and so those you can get online, and you can get a variety online. We get ours from the Handy Pantry. We're giving them a plug, so I hope they give us one. Yay. And so these are everything from mung beans to clover sprouts to alfalfa. There's a variety, a huge variety of seeds you can use, but you do have to be careful of your beans. Do not
be very careful of your beans.
For many reasons. But for the main reason is that it can still have a toxicity if you're using things like kidney beans. But you can come on our website and you can find out which ones not to use.
So it's ediblecitygardens.com, and I also have a whole page on holisticpersonaltraining.org devoted to sprouting. So you can check out that for more after you watch the video.
There you go.
So that leads us into step 2. We're going to drain the sprouts overnight, right?
We are, but first of all, we're going to soak them.
We're going to soak them overnight. Drain them in the morning.
We're going to use
that's why she's here.
The jar, and we're going to only put a very little bit in the bottom because they do swell. So we're going to put about...
It's good swelling.
It's good swelling, this is true. We don't like inflammation in the body, but we do like to have our seeds swell. So that is plenty. In fact, that's probably a few too many. So you'll be surprised how quickly. So we then fill the whole jar with water, and we do use spring water. Always best to use spring water. There we are. And we then will pop that on the windowsill for the evening and cover it so that nothing else falls into it. And there we go. So
window.
Put it by the window. There we are. And
so
then
in the morning,
one we've done before.
Fast forward.
You can see how much that they've swollen through the night. And now the next job, as you wake up in the morning, is to drain it. So you want to drain it.
It actually looks really good. I wonder if I can...
No, we don't actually drink it. The reason being...
A lot of nutrients in there, right?
But actually what we have is we have the growth inhibitors. And the growth inhibitors are the things that actually can really upset our own digestion. But what they are is they stop the seeds from sprouting any old time, because obviously in nature they only want to sprout when they have a lot of water. And so we're mimicking nature here, giving it a lot of water so that it will then want to sprout. But the water is full of those inhibitors, so we want to get rid of that water. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. So while Richie's dumping that, I'll tell you a little bit more about that inhibitor. That really is something that we often don't get rid of. So even with our almonds, we should soak them so that we get rid of the growth inhibitors so that they'll digest better in our stomachs.
So soak your nuts.
Okay, and so now to number...
Anyway, step 3, we are going to...
We're going to, when we come home at night...
rinse and rotate our sprouts.
Correct. So I don't know if we can see this over here, but what I've got here is an array of my sprouts already going. And what we're going to do is we always fill it up with some more water from the spring water, and then we drain it again, and it's very important that we rotate them. Now, you have a very special idea of getting them to rinse as we're...
I do. So after you drain your sprouts in the morning, basically you're just going to keep rinsing them and draining them and rotating them until they sprout. So after you drain them, I came up with this cute little... called
very scientific.
Very. But don't worry, you could do it. It's called the 2-fork method. You just put 2 forks in opposite directions, and you're just going to put your jar of sprouts. You could do this right by the sink so that your sprouts can drain the water gradually throughout the day into the sink. So this keeps the moisture from building up, so we don't get any mold or anything like that in the sprouts.
Correct. And so that's why we want to keep on rotating. That's the other thing, is so that the moisture is constantly being moved around. And also, we want to put it by the window.
And why do we want to do that?
Because the sunlight's going to come in there, and it's going to also get those tails that you're going to first of all see in the first few days. And really, by day 3, you should be having some tails. And then, if you put them in the sunlight, they'll start having some more greens. You can see from here, that is actually almost all green. And those are the chlorophyll that we can get out of that, which is brilliant. So, there you
have it.
It's very simple.
Sprouting in 3 easy steps. So now that we covered the 3 easy steps sprouting, let's cover the 6 W's. The who, what, where, when, and why. So as far as the who, you, duh. What, sprouts.
That sounds, yeah.
Another duh.
Logical.
Where do you want to sprout?
You gotta have a window, and I'm sure all of you have got a window, and if you haven't,
make one.
Okay, sure.
We'll do a video on that too. Who, what, where, when, anytime.
Anytime, and that's what's so beautiful, is that you can do it any time of the year. You've got...
It's like you have a summer growing season inside your kitchen 365 days a year. So as far as why, now why do we want to sprout? That's a good question.
Well, because while they're sprouting, these are like a little powerhouse. It triples its vitamins.
You mean vitamins?
Yeah, vitamins for us in the UK. Anyway, it will triple that. So we're full of vitamins. We have also the live enzymes, which are the catalyst to getting all sorts of things in our bodies working really well and nourishing it. Unfortunately, we don't have enough live enzymes in this society. So this is a really good way of getting it. And then, of course, we have the chlorophyll. And you know what chlorophyll is all about, don't you, Richie?
Yeah, as a dietitian, I've studied a lot about chlorophyll, and it's a great oxygenator for the blood.
Indeed it is.
Brings in a lot of oxygen as well as different vitamins and minerals.
And they call it the blood of the...
Some people call it the blood of plants. So it's very good for the blood.
There we go. Okay, so...
now, a couple of reasons I like sprouting. You know, guys, we're always worried about getting more protein. So sprouting is a great way to add a ton of protein to your diet, to where you don't need to eat as much meat, or really you don't need to eat meat at all. And for all you vegetarians out there, if you're not sprouting, I don't know how you get enough protein, but
you're not.
You're probably not. But this is a great way to add protein to your diet. Very good, complete proteins to your diet. The other reason I like them is because it gives you a really good energy burst. It's like gives you like a 12-hour energy burst.
And he has far too much energy.
Yeah, as I've been told. So, a lot of protein, big energy burst. You can call it your natural 5-hour energy.
And cost.
And it's a great way to cut down on your energy bill.
Indeed. And for us ladies...
Grocery bill.
We'll just tie that. For us ladies, it's really good for menopause because it takes away all those symptoms, those awful hot flashes, and also for the menstrual cycle, the cramps. It is just magic. It really is. And it has another benefit. Lost 10 pounds on it.
Oh.
There we
nice.
go. So when you keep on sprouting, you keep on eating.
Keep sprouting, keep losing.
That's it. In a good way. So we've got that, I think, was only 5.
Oh, 5 W's. I
Yes.
said 6.
Yeah, you did.
Well, Michelle, we keep doing complex algorithmic mathematical equations here. We're going to lose half our audience.
Yeah, we already did. So.
Oh, I know the 6th one. Waldo.
What?
There he is. Okay. So, there you have it. Sprouting in 3 easy steps. You got the 6 W's, including Waldo, of sprouting, and why to sprout, why it's good for you. So, I think our job here is about done.
And so you want to go and get your jar and get sprouting.
Yeah, don't wait. Don't hesitate.
Well, from us,
I'm Richie Santucci, registered dietitian, holistic personal trainer, and yoga instructor at holisticpersontraining.org, and my lovely assistant here.
Michele Claiborne at Edible City Gardens, natural healer, life coach, and I'm going to go on with the list too, but for now, that's...
So I hope you enjoyed. We hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a great day.
And
Namaste.